Here's the play!
Crosby still at running back alongside Quentin Murphy. Murphy this time looking to throw, firing to the end zone to Money Elston. Intercepted in the end zone. Wow. What happened there? I thought it was an interception, but Money stood up with the football in hand.
Money caught it.
And now they're going to say a touchback for Maumelle. So the interception stands.
Oh, my gosh.
Now a discussion near the goal line by the officials. And the call of a touchback still stands. What could have happened is the defender who made the interception came down with the football. Either his elbow or his knee hit the ground, making the ball pop up. And then Money caught it. I can't see our broadcast cameras, so... Or maybe a instant replay to see what happened. But now, with 38 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Maumelle gets a big defensive stop.
Wait. What did I just hear? Can we replay that last section again?
I can't see our broadcast cameras, so...
Is the announcer saying he can't see the broadcast feed of the game? That's what he means, right? He's saying that he can't see what the viewers are seeing. Whoa, wow, I am stunned. How can you even call a game like that? You mean to tell me there's not an extra monitor and USB cable laying around somewhere? And yes, that means we're going to break down a play from a game where the announcers can't see the broadcast feed. I know, it sounds a little crazy, but what else are we going to do? Polish our whistles? Iron our flags? Read our rules book? Well, yes, we might actually do that last one. I mean, the season is just around the corner. Hello, football fans. Ryan here. Despite the technical limitations of the broadcast, I absolutely love this play, which comes to us from the great state of Arkansas, home to the world's only public diamond mine. One of the most fascinating aspects of high school football is what constitutes a catch. Unlike higher levels of pigskin, where the definition of a catch is more convoluted than a double elimination baseball tournament, the NFHS rules book definition of a catch is quite simple.
A catch is the act of establishing player possession of a live ball which is in flight, and first contacting the ground inbounds while maintaining possession of the ball or having the forward progress of the player in possession stopped, while the opponent is carrying the player who is in possession and inbounds.
Possession is also defined in the rules book.
A ball in player possession is a live ball held or controlled by a player after it has been handed or snapped to him, or after he has caught or recovered it.
Basically, a player needs to contact the ground inbounds and have control of the ball. Sure, it's ambiguous, but it's simple, just like my college dating history. As for this play, I think it's safe to say there are three possible outcomes: incomplete, interception, or a catch for a touchdown. From all available data, it appears the ball never touches the ground, so the pass was caught. Now we just have to figure out who caught it. If we slow the play down, something the broadcast was unable to do,
or maybe a instant replay to see what happened, but now
it appears the defender, the player in the red jersey, caught the ball and a body part other than a foot or hand touched the turf, meaning he was down by rule. Then the offensive player, the player in the blue pants, snatched the prolate spheroid from the defensive player's grip. And since the defensive player was down by rule, the offensive player grabbed a dead ball. I believe this was the thought process behind the call. Now, I've shown plays like this to my association, and several more plays like this will make their way onto the channel in the near future. These types of plays usually spark vigorous discussions, and they split the room. Now, in my association at least, I've become known as a champion of the low threshold for a catch camp, but this play is even a challenge for me. I don't want to sound wishy-washy. Wait, am I wishy-washy? No, I'm not wishy-washy. Wait, am I wishy-washy? No, I don't think I'm wishy-washy. At least not most of the time. Anywho, I think in real time, I would have ruled this a touchdown, but after seeing the slow motion replay, I can totally see the interception. I'd prefer a skosh more time in the hands of the defender, but if the officials thought the defender had control of the ball, then they nailed it. It would be interesting to see what the call would have been if the offensive player had dislodged the ball from the defender and the ball hit the ground. Would it have been ruled incomplete? All these talking points is why I find this play so fascinating. I also find butterflies fascinating, but that's probably not relevant here. Regardless of where you stand on this play, you really can't fault the call. Two officials were right there. They talked about it. They nodded their heads. I mean, you can't argue with officials after they nodded their heads. I mean, that's just science, people. And then the officials gave the stop the clock signal in stereo. I love how they each gave the touchback signal with their outside arms so they would avoid any unnecessary contact. It was like they rehearsed it. By the way, that's not the high school football touchback signal. It's this. It's the dead ball signal with the arm moving side to side. I know that's petty, but I wanted to point it out because, well, I'm very petty. And if I was John Boy, I would have to remark about how hyped this coach was about the interception. But I'm not, so I won't. Also, I can't read lips. I will, however, comment about this sound the announcer emitted.
Intercepted.
I don't think I've ever heard that sound come out of a human before.
Intercepted.
I think I found a new ringtone.
Intercepted.
For what it's worth, the call had little effect on the game. While the halftime score was 9-0, the final score was 51-6. A real nail-biter. The team in the blue trousers emerged victorious. Can we have every game feature a team with a basic blue color scheme playing a team with a basic red color scheme? Blue and red create such an easy-on-the-eyes contrast. Red versus blue would be heavenly for these old peepers. While we're having a lot of fun with this play, at least I think this is what having fun is like. This was a contentious game with a bunch of unsportsmanlike conduct fouls. I don't know if this was a rivalry game, but the crew had their hands full all night, and they did a great job. I'm really excited to read your opinion. What do you think? Was this an interception? Was this a touchdown? Can you see the broadcast cameras? And what do you think of this sound?
Intercepted.
I think if we sampled it, we could make a version of Jingle Bells that's a real banger.
I can't see our broadcast cameras, so...
Now it's your turn. Please share your wisdom, insights, and experiences in the comments section below. We have the best commenters in the business, so make sure you join the discussion. If you've enjoyed this video, and we hope you did, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Here's the Play.